The 16th branch of Megamart and Macromart supermarkets in Bahrain has opened in Sahala. The best offers are available to the customers at affordable rates. Everyone is welcome. During and around the opening day, a variety of fish including salmon, meat and dairy products, roastery, frozen items, food and non-food items, groceries, fruits and vegetables, electronics, garments and ready-to-eat food items are available to the customers at affordable rates. Hearty welcome to all. Megamart and Macromart, your favorite shopping destination.
NEC Remit. Send money online to India. Credit in seconds with great rates. Download NEC Remit app now.
The exclusive franchisee of Cochin Kala Bhavan in Bahrain. With over a decade of existence in Bahrain, exclusive online regular classes have started for classical dances, music vocal, instrumental music, cinematic dance, Kathak, Zumba body fitness, karate and yoga, drawing, arts and craft, children's theatre. For more information, please call 3909 6845 3909 4806 3885 2397 or visit www.bahrainmediacity.com. Since 2006, Magnum Imprint have been offering high standards of quality with our professional team that delivers all your advertising and promotional requirements efficiently and promptly. For more details, please contact 39887088 or 33856330 or 33542530.
A woman is the full circle. Within her is the power to create, to nurture, and to transform. Namaste and a very good evening to all the viewers of BMC Pravasi Vision. Myself, Meenakshi Sharma, host for today's evening, welcome you all for our today's special episode of Women Empowerment. There is no limit to what we as women can accomplish. Dear viewers, today we have with us one such dynamic personality who is a self-driven trainer with over 4 decades of versatile training experience. She has impeccable credentials in soft skills training, expert in English language skills. She is also a meticulous trainer in social etiquette and employability skills. Also, a positive transformationalist in behavior and personality. She has done her PhD in English from Calicut University, Kerala. She is an MBA and MPhil in English with special emphasis in psychology. Also, she holds a BA degree with first rank in college and zonal level, and the list goes on and on and on. She has also been a training and administration consultant, chief advisor, director, principal, HOD for English and communication, faculty of life skills, and chief mentor for women's NGOs. With great pleasure, I would like to welcome the CEO of Akshari, the House of Knowledge, Professor Dr. Lalita Mathew, in our studio for this special episode of Women Empowerment. Good evening, Dr. Lalita.
Good evening, Meenakshi.
How are you?
Fine.
Welcome to BMC Pravasi Vision Women Empowerment Special Episode.
Thank you so much. I'm very excited to talk in Bahrain.
That's so nice, and good to see you today. There is a long list of your achievements, your educational background, and your work experience as well. So first of all, to start with, we want to know more about you and your family.
What exactly you want to know about me? Like, you have already said so many things, and I am surprised, is this me who has done all this?
This is just few, you can say your achievements I have spoken. The list is long. So you have to tell us more about you.
Yes. Praise the Lord, the list is long, I agree. But then there are highlights and lowlights for everybody. Most of my academic credentials I think we have already told. So as a person, this is what I am. I am a teacher, I am a trainer, a writer, a playwright, an actor, a mother, wife, teacher to not only students but to whoever comes to me for something or the other that they don't know, which they think I know. And above all, I am a very loving human being.
That we can make out. So, as I told, you are the CEO of Akshari, the House of Knowledge. So, what is this Akshari and how it came into existence and how it helps the people? Like, in what ways is it working?
Yes, we are putting too many questions together in one box, so I will take the first one. What is this Akshari? When I say that, you can ask me the next one. Like in the question paper we write question 2 A, question B, question C, like that.
Yes. Okay, so start with what is Akshari?
Yeah, see, Akshari, as the word suggests, it is the height of knowledge, or a person who is learned to that extent, to the infinite. I chose that to conduct a house of knowledge of so many things, knowledge that people, the youngsters, they don't know, they are not aware of, that there are such things, they exist in the world, the basic philosophies of life, the basic etiquette of life, what exactly the parents expect from them. See, mostly I have been a teacher and trainer, so my mind always travels in the way the children should go, not what they have gone. Many of them have come up nicely, they have done very well in life, but some youngsters, they have gone astray because they have never had a good guidance in the proper time. Parents are good, loving, lovable, kind, they do their most for their children, but what exactly the child wants and when exactly to say no to the child. Many of our parents at the moment do not know because they are also young. We were also young when we were parents, yes, but these they are also children to me, at my age. So modern parents, they feel they are giving their everything to the child, but some of them may not be really needed. It may cause an adverse effect. So people from all over the society, different cross sections of society, they come to me saying, I want you to educate my child. And then I ask them, what is education? Say, I am an educationalist, but I am asking, what is education? Education is just collection of knowledge. You are sent to school, you go to the textbooks, I don't say you mug up, maybe a good teacher can make the child understand. Say, maths and all that, you cannot mug up, you have to really understand the concept, or a subject like physics, but they are learning because they want a degree. And why they want a degree? Because they want to be employed. And why they want to be employed is because they want to be independent, they want to look after their needs, perhaps whatever they can help their parents or the household also. But according to me, education is only, let's say, 25 or 30% of the fulfillment a mind needs. See, with lots of education from the textbooks that you acquire, from education you go on to the stage of wisdom. Knowledge you come first, it comes first. Knowledge it definitely has to come first, because you have to acquire knowledge from here and there. And so much of knowledge gives another education, and from education the child has to, or the youngster, let us say, I may use the word child here, youngster there, student there, I only mean the general youth of the whole world. And from wisdom, he has to reach a stage for that wisdom, and finally with only this wisdom that has been acquired through knowledge and education, this will give the youngster discernment. Discernment is that ability to differentiate between what is wrong and what is right, what to do and what not to do, what to talk and what not to talk, that kind of classifying the good and the bad, the morality, ethics, everything comes in, the mores and norms of society, how you discern it, how you do the right thing at the right time instead of doing the wrong thing at the wrong time, isn't it? This is a metamorphosis, and from we have to start with A, B, C, D, the alphabets. We have to start with the basics of every language and the basics of addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, but that is only a starter, the foundation. With just the foundation there is no house. So need to build, the building up of the house comes from the foundation. Gradually, as I told you, from education he acquires a lot of knowledge, so much of knowledge, and practical living he acquires. The practical living is very important. He acquires that wisdom, and when he becomes a wise man, he has got discernment. That is the final thing, and with this concept in mind, I wanted to start an institution which gave a different, till now, which gave a different type of education, and even now and in future that is what it is going to be. And this great idea, the seeds of Akshari were sown in my mind by one of the greatest human beings the earth has ever seen, that is APJ Abdul Kalam sir. It was the moment I got that award from him, and he spent a lot of time talking to me. He talked to me in Tamil. He is a Tamilian from Rameshwaram in South India, and he was talking to me in Tamil, and I don't know how my name came to him. Somebody had recommended, because I do have this little bit of doing things differently, not for the sake of creating a sensation, but somehow some out of the box thinking will come, and I put it into practice, and many other teachers wouldn't even have thought about it. Like that, innovative ideas which helped the students, made the parents happy, and the school proud of it, and somehow he got into it, and I was called. It was not a big award giving ceremony in the capital, like the award for this, award for that, but this was an award. Certainly it was a special function, and I didn't even know that I was being considered, and there was
so it was a surprise for you.
Absolutely, I didn't know. I was on the cloud 11 or whatever you call it, and then he said, I have heard a lot about you, you have done that, you have done this, you have taken little children by plane on an excursion, or I have done that, I have done cultural programs, choreographed great what shall I say, big timers, Bharatiyam, Bharata Shilpam, like that, Malayalam, Sanskrit, everything I have done.
So you have done something different.
Very different. I didn't know it at that time. I didn't know it. When His Excellency put that, I thought in my mind, listen, you are somebody very special. And one advice he gave me was, I will never forget, he told was, please do not stop giving all these things to the institute that pays you a salary. I know you do that, that's how your name came to me, but please do not stop there. The institution pays you salary, and those amount of working hours you put in, you do this, you do that, maybe you teach a poem differently, maybe you jump and skip with the children when you give a small little talk on something, that's all different. There are many others who do that. There are many youngsters, sprightly people who have that zest for enthusiasm, and they have that vibrancy, they merge with the children, and the children will never feel that that's a teacher. The teacher relationship is there, but that margin is gone. That is
also becomes like a child.
Yes, that's all. That this is what he said. Just please do not stop it with your classrooms or with whichever institution that pays you salary for your work. You need a salary, ma'am. Everybody needs a salary. We have to live. But what is in you? What is the real you? You have to realize it in some other way by starting a particular place where all these things are there, where that place is a conglomeration of all possible good attitude a child can form. And that is how that seed was there. It slowly sprouted and sprouted, and for several years, nothing happened. Nothing happened. I was doing my regular work and all that. Then some tragedies came in my personal family. Like I lost my son, and then again my husband also went to heaven, and the daughter married off, and I got some free time with me to brood and also to make up some plans. And Akshari was the brainchild of APJ, and I am only an instrument that is putting into practice what that great man told me.
So behind Akshari, the inspiration is Dr. APJ
Absolutely,
Abdul Kalam.
absolutely. My guru, my mentor,
That's
my
so
inspiration,
nice.
my inspiration.
So nice. And you are an inspiration to so many children to whom you are giving training, you are teaching. And what is the age group like you are training the kids?
Well, there also the difference comes, unfortunately. Some of my friends, they have institutions, whatever, which are bigger institutes. They have a morning batch for school going children, evening batch for college going students, then an afternoon 2 o'clock batch when housewives come and learn some special English or spoken English, but mine is not like that. See, I have a tailor-made package for each student of Akshari. I first make up my decision to have a needs analysis of that person. They come to me, they talk to me, and within 5-10 minutes, you see, we are also experienced in all these things. So within 5 or 10 minutes, I am able to understand what exactly is the fault, what exactly is lacking in that person as far as English language is concerned. Some say, ma'am, I am very bad in spelling, so he may need more dictation. Some say, my grammar is horrible, ma'am, I don't know, why is it not I is, it is singular, why should I use I am, like that. Children, the questions they ask, sometimes you don't know what to do, but then finally, this is something I normally encourage. So after some needs analysis of a few minutes is enough for me. And maybe I will ask him to write a line or two on anything he likes, a crow or a cat or fight with grandma or anything that he wants. But then immediately we can see the language. Is it good in grammar? Is the sentence spelling wise, is it correct? Or the syntax, the order of words. So where he wants. So I focus there, I localize the problem, and then he is put into a particular session. Then another person comes, maybe it is a 25-year-old person. Okay. And I have people from 15 to 55 in my class sitting in same class.
Is it?
Yes. It's fun, really
amazing.
Fun, Yes, amazing. If a grandmother, she is coming to study nothing, ma'am, I want only this. My son and daughter-in-law, they come after work very late. And these brats, they make a lot of problems, that homework, this homework and all that. What are you doing? Social studies, please give the book. Oh, I say, okay. I want to look and give it back. Take your English. Tomorrow you have a test paper in maths. Like that, to be with them, yes. They should not put me down. Oh, grandma, Nani, you don't know anything. Why are you coming? They will never say if I know enough English. I don't want to be an expert. Yeah. I only want to know what it is that they are doing till their parents come. That is one need.
To keep them busy.
Yes, to keep them busy, and they should respect you. Yeah, grandma knows if I make a problem, she will understand. That fear should be there, little bit to create some respect. Yeah. Then another person will be like to tackle some other different problem. Yeah. Everybody comes with a problem, whether it is education, whether it's money, whether it is health, whatever it is. See, when my servant comes and tells me, ma'am, I have a backache, it is genuine, no? There's nothing, no education in that.
Yeah.
But you listen to it, and she's happy. I can tell auntie about what I feel.
Yeah.
So this kind of on compassionate grounds also I take them, and then I group them not according to age. Age is not the criterion actually. That's why I told you a 15-year-old and a 55-year-old are sitting in the same class, because the standard of learning, the standard of knowledge in them is the same. And higher they go, they are grouped differently. Sometimes a college student will have to sit with a primary school child.
Yeah.
Local government colleges, they don't know anything, they don't know to say English at all. A mistake-free sentence will not come out of them. But maybe say 6 months time, they reach a stage where they realize that they have made a mistake. Then comes the rectification. First of all, they should know that what they said was wrong, though they don't know why it is wrong.
Yes.
It is an interesting process, but it is very laborious process also. It is very time consuming, and God has to give us so much of patience, because we also have our own problems, our own ailments, our own commitments. But each child or each youngster, I cannot say child, because I am repeating myself, but then since there is no age bar in the classes, many people will come and sit together. There will be naughty adults.
Is it?
And very disciplined little ones.
Wow.
It's
What a
fun.
combination.
Fantastic.
Usually
combination.
small
you can
kids,
never
they-
see that in any other class.
Yeah. Usually small kids, they don't have that much patience to sit in one place.
Yes. They are very well trained, no? So you
Yeah.
write one page, like this, studiously they will look.
Yeah.
These 50-year-old people, they will be jabbering with each other. What was the curry you made? What did your husband say last night? Did he give you money? Gossip in my class also. So I have to reprimand them.
Okay.
But at the
But they enjoy your class.
at the end of it, they enjoy my
They
class,
enjoy.
and I like that diversity. And in that diversity, I find the unity of Akshari realized.
Yeah. That's
Akshari
wonderful.
as a unity.
Yeah.
And in this diversity, I am finding the satisfaction, the satiation that this is what I reach. But it
Yeah.
takes time. Some people, they learn very fast. Again, it's the IQ difference, the circumstance. For me, IQ also doesn't make a problem. Medium IQ and a higher IQ, or a low IQ and a medium IQ, I can gel. I can gel together.
Very nice.
Because more than IQ, I give importance to emotional quotients,
Okay.
even spiritual quotients.
Yes.
Spiritual quotient is the most important thing for a human being. As they grow up, let's not say he'll be married and have 2 children, then he will start thinking of going to temple. No, as a child, if he thinks of going to the temple, he will go to the temple till he dies.
Yes, absolutely.
Same thing with church or mosque, or I don't mean the particular religion.
Yeah.
But that spiritual quotient has to be developed during the normal formal education, which is very difficult, which is a challenge I am facing. But it is not impossible.
Life is full of challenges.
Yes,
And
some of my friends, they call me Napoleon, Lady Napoleon.
that's
Because
so,
there is no word called impossible in my dictionary.
yes.
Physically,
Impossible,
yes.
it says, I am possible.
Yes, I am possible, excellent. Because you see, if, there is no meaning in saying nothing is impossible. If I am asked to climb a mountain, or even say 20 stairs in a staircase, I won't be able to do it now. I start panting and all that, but mentally,
Yes.
there's nothing called impossible.
That's wonderful to hear. Like a lot of, like coming from you is like a huge ocean you have inside you. So we are going to learn so much from you in this conversation.
Yeah.
So as you said, like that satisfaction. So what thing you do that makes you more satisfied? Like there must be like one or two. There must be many things which makes you satisfied, or
Yes, whatever passion you have,
Yeah.
for anybody, if you have a passion and you are able to pursue that passion,
yeah.
that is satisfaction, isn't it?
Yes.
And that I do have in a lot of fields. I don't know how, but I am a lover of so many good things. How capable I am is not for me to judge, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, for example, music. I come from a family of traditional Tamil Brahmins.
Okay.
Yes, and they were Vedic Pandits, my uncles and my father.
Okay.
And I am told that they used to speak in Sanskrit at home also.
Is it?
Yes,
Okay.
and my grandfather was a great Sanskrit scholar. So like that, when you
So you were supposed to speak in Sanskrit with them, or
I could never even understand, but those days they are
Yeah.
such learned men that even conversing in Sanskrit was not a problem for them.
yeah.
Sanskrit is, people foolishly say Sanskrit is a dead language. Who says so? Sanskrit is never a dead
It is the
language.
original of all the languages.
Yes,
actually.
it is not a dead language, it can never be.
Yes.
So, coming from the tradition of such a Vedic family, naturally the seeds of all the spirituality were in me.
Okay.
Then
Yeah.
music, classical music, we call it Carnatic music in
Yes.
South India.
Yeah.
And then again Bharatanatyam. I have studied the rudiments of all these things, And I would say I call myself as like a jack of all trades. I am a Jill of all trades. But master of how many, I don't know. Anyway, I have enough passion for music.
Okay.
We call it Sukumara Kalagal, that is the 4 fine arts.
Okay.
They are dance, music, painting and literature.
Okay.
So dance is with me,
Okay.
music is with me, literature is of course with me. The one thing that I have not had the good fortune to do is art, painting or drawing. So how would I do that? Manage? I was so sad. I have 3 out of 4, I don't have 1. Then I realized I can have it because I can go and learn appreciation of art.
Yes.
So I went to the Kathakali schools or traditional art of Kerala, Kathakali.
Okay.
So you can, if you do not have that ability to produce that art, performing art, you can always make yourself a good critic.
Correct.
And to be a good critic, you need to study.
Absolutely.
And I tell my teachers, a good teacher is always a good student.
Very true.
Isn't it? The moment the teacher says, I am getting 25,000 rupees, I am quite okay, this much is enough. For these foolish fellows who are coming and boring me, who are wasting my time, this much knowledge is enough. So that stagnation feeling, the moment you
Yes.
stagnate,
Yes.
the development stops. So that every day, even say till last week, till I came to Bahrain, I have classes. I had university classes and taking 3 departments of Cochin University.
Okay.
It's called QSAT, Cochin University of Science and Technology, which
Okay.
is one of the best universities in India.
Okay.
There I am teaching English because it is a science and technology university, and you cannot go higher than a particular level. But fortunately, all the universities have decided that whether it be a professional course or an undergraduation course, they have to learn a common paper, a textbook in English for the first year. Sometimes it is year, mostly it is first sem, second sem, like that. So there comes the work of the English teacher.
English teacher.
And so I am a writer of textbooks also. And
Okay.
as of now, that Cochin University is following the textbook which I have written. And I have again had a rare privilege of being asked to make a syllabus first. I made a syllabus, right?
Yeah.
Then they said, fully unanimously approved. Ma'am, please write a book on the syllabus. Okay. Interesting task for me.
Yes.
So I took about 6 to 8 months to make the volume, first sem volume.
Okay.
And the draft I gave, the artwork, designing, everything I did. I cannot do designing because I haven't learned designing, but I sit with the designer. I sit with the person who does the graphics.
Yes.
I tell him, and we are so close, we have been associating for so long, what color, what the color scheme, everything I give.
Okay.
He can read my mind,
Yeah.
like as if he is doing it.
Yeah.
So whatever I want to be produced, he just produces it on the screen. Like that, the cover photo comes, all these come. Then they will say, ma'am, this book is very good. Thank you, sir. Why don't you teach it?
Yeah.
So from one stage to another. So that is how it happened. Syllabus, then book writing, then book publishing, editing and publishing, now teaching. My
So
own
you
book.
are a multitasker.
I am blessed.
I think there is nothing which you can't do.
Actually I am a blessed child of God.
Yes.
There's no doubt about it.
No
Otherwise, going to the personal life, all the personal tragedies that I have gone through, I am not saying they are unique. Like no other mother has lost her son, no other woman loses her husband. How is that? In a married couple, one person has to go before the other person. So in my case, my husband left and I am there. But the greatest tragedy which I can, even to this day, I cannot get over, even an atomic percentage has not been taken from that, the grief. It was the passing away of my one and only son, Anand. So Anand itself means eternity, and Anand went into eternity. So I live with that now. And but my son left this world giving me a lesson or two. That is, you don't have to be sick to die. You don't have to be old to die. In the prime of your youth, you can be cut down. And since we are all great God believers, I feel when the Lord who sent you to this earth in your mother's womb, when the Lord calls, you have to go. there is no choice. So since there is no choice in living or dying, one has to accept it. But this is one thing I can preach, but I cannot practice. I preach. I do a lot of talk about what's there, all the life is a stage and all, Shakespeare's lines and all I can quote. But when it comes down to enduring it, putting your child into either for the cremating funeral pyre or into the burial ground is too much. And every day that it only increases. People say time is a good healer. I don't know. Or is it that I have some problem with my pathological sense of grief, that period is gone, and still if I am not reconciling to that, maybe something is wrong with me, or maybe my attachment was too much, or maybe I am just made like that, I don't know.
So Dr. Saab, like as you told about your son, I'm really sorry, but he must be very happy. From heaven, he must be watching you, and you are really a woman of substance. You are truly an inspiration to many, many people.
Thank you. That is one way I was able to do that was because I understood. I am an English teacher and I tell the word meanings to the children. What is mortality and what is immortality, right? Mortality is something that gets destroyed, destructed. It has an end somewhere, and immortality is the opposite. There is no death. You are permanent, right?
Yes.
But how my son has explained mortality and immortality to me is, see, when he was in his office, when I was in my institution, we used to talk and all that. He used to do his work, I used to do my work. Sometimes I'll be so busy with exam corrections and my administrative work as a principal or whatever, I might not be thinking about him. No? After 6 or 7 hours, the boy comes home and then we see each other, we talk to each other. After that, we are not always together. But the moment he left that body, he is always with me now.
Yes.
As I am talking to you, even when I am sleeping, my child has not gone anywhere.
Yes. He's still with you, around you, everywhere.
Yes, he is in me.
Yes.
Isn't it? So when he is in me, how can I call him dead?
Yes.
So that is the way I interpret immortality.
It's really like a touching moment for me also, because when I hear about your son and only son.
But I have a daughter.
Okay, you have a daughter also.
See, my daughter, you know what she calls herself the window.
Okay.
How come? And then she says, Amma, if God closes all the doors, He will leave open a small window somewhere. And I am your window.
Yeah. Yes, yes.
So
yeah.
it takes, she's fine.
Yeah,
She's settled in Bangalore.
Okay.
A wonderful son-in-law who is like a son,
Yeah.
who is a son,
Yes.
and two wonderful daughters.
Yes.
And my husband was an engineer in a
Okay.
fertilizer complex in Kerala.
Okay.
And he passed away. My son went, went to the Lord much before, and later my husband also followed suit. So all those things I have understood, that you cannot simply have your wishful thinking, dreams all realized. I want to die with my son, or I want to be. It's impossible.
Yes.
Death is one thing that no person, however powerful he is, he cannot break it.
Yeah.
Because it has got its own mystery, it has got its own aura of secrets we don't know. So best thing is let it come. You take that acceptance.
Accept what God has
Yes.
planned for you.
Yes, but children, youngsters, they have so many hopes and passions and dreams. They will not think death is so far away for them.
Yeah.
But for a person like me, not only because I am a senior citizen, because of my personal experience, I have even come to like death. And of late, my recent writings and my publications, in fact, another critic, he's also a poet, he was saying, ma'am, nowadays in your writings, you seem to love death. Because my father used to say, see, one and only companion who goes with you all the time, right from the day you are out of your mother's uterus,
Yeah.
till you go, is death.
Yes.
He will never harm you.
And if we are fearing death, then there is no point, because we know that it will come.
But the
Then
fear,
why to fear?
I'll tell you why. Because it is not because it will hurt or it will be, it is because of the insecurity.
Exactly.
Now, whether you are poor or whether you are sick or whether you are on the streets or in a big bungalow, you are alive. That life is there, no?
Yes.
The real feeling of the senses are there.
Yes.
And moreover, people who believe in reincarnation and previous birth and such things, Punarjanma, Purva Janma, they will think, I have got at least these things in my life now. What if I get a more miserable life in the next life?
Yes.
So that unsureness,
uncertainty.
insecurity,
Yes.
uncertainty is actually what is causing the fear. And I call it in one of my books, you are not, one character says to the other person, say, you are not afraid. Then she says, who says I am terrified? No. You are not afraid. That man says, you are afraid of fear.
Yes.
You are afraid of fear. Fear is the problem.
Yes.
Stop fearing fear.
Yes.
Then there won't be any fear.
Absolutely. If fear is not there, then nothing is impossible for you.
Yes. Yes.
That fear stops you.
Fear stops. Even crossing a road,
Yes.
everything. What
Now-
if something
yeah.
will happen?
Yeah.
What if I get run
Yes.
by hit by
Endless
a,
thoughts are there. Okay.
So let us not brood too much on death. And,
Yes, yes. That's what
afterlife
I
and all
was
that.
going to tell. Now we will change the topic. So as a child, what was your dream? Now you are the CEO of Akshari. But as a child, what was your dream? When you will grow up, you will become, what was your thought process that time?
Yes. At that time, say my teens and all that, much earlier also. Say I was born of a very affluent family. Born with a silver spoon, there is a usage in English. But I was born with a golden spoon. That affluent and that rich. It was one of the richest families in South India. So I have never had the shortage, or I have never missed anything that I ever wanted. I was a sprightly girl, happily going around like a butterfly, not thinking of the future, not having any problems, except, oh, I have to do this tomorrow I have a test, that every child will worry, But normally I didn't have any, so I didn't have many dreams also, because every day was a beautiful dream for me. Every day was a beautiful dream for me, and I was realizing it. But after marriage, naturally a girl becomes married and the children and all that, those changes will come. So you cannot simply, skip and
Yes.
scuttle here and there like a happy rabbit.
Yes.
So that stage was over. So I wouldn't say I had any childhood dreams, no. I want to be a doctor, I want to be a civil service person, no, nothing like that. That day's lesson, that day's food, that day's movie, that day's goodies, that day's fun. That's all.
Okay.
But later, there came a purpose in life. When I had to survive, and if I don't educate myself, it was nothing but ruin.
Okay.
So I was not even a full-time undergraduate when I got married.
Okay.
I was just 17 plus.
Oh.
Nowadays, the girls are doing their +1.
Yes, 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 yes.
So due to certain circumstances, the marriage ended up with a person who is still, according to me, one of the best human beings I have ever seen. My husband, Moti, M-O-T-H-Y, they used to call him Moti back in Trivandrum and Kerala. He was one of the nicest ever gentlemen I have ever seen in my life. But unfortunately, he was a little keen on alcohol, and nice though he was, lovable though he was, nobody used to hate him, nobody could really scold him, because of his charisma,
Yeah.
because he was so sweet. But that disease killed him. And excessive alcohol killed him, and I had not much proper education. Much even before that, I realized when my 2 children were kids, you need to generate money.
Yes.
So when you do, when a girl marries against the wishes of her people, even now it happens in most parts,
Yes.
she gets nothing.
Yes.
I told you, you go with some problem. That day itself, I told you not to marry this guy.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Then another problem comes, then you say, serves you right, serves you right.
You didn't listen to us.
You didn't listen
so now
to
you
us,
have to
now
face.
you suffer. So I know this would be the feedback from my, as I told you, my family, my dynasty.
Yeah.
So I didn't go. I would beg, borrow, steal, but I would never ever go there as a beggar. Please help me. I made a mistake. No. Even today I don't feel I made a mistake. If you marry a person you want to live with,
That was your
how
decision.
can it be
Yeah.
wrong? I might have, I might not have, but I was too immature. That definitely goes beyond saying.
Yes.
It is understood.
Yeah.
But the fear that they would get me married off to someone else. I was not mentally prepared for marriage with anybody, honestly. I'm telling this in the media for the first time. I've been interviewed so many times.
Yeah.
I was not mentally prepared for marriage at all, let alone Mr. Matthew. But if I don't marry at that time, they would get me married to someone I wouldn't like.
Yes.
A little, threat from elder people,
Yes.
the men folk of the family.
Yes.
So this had to hurry up. At a very mature age we got married, but till the very end, I walked out of that house just as I was.
Okay.
Until the very end, for 37.5 years, that hand holding never left. And my hand was taken away from his dead body by the doctor, saying, he is gone. I believe in such tenacity, Meenakshi. You have to stand for your ideals, come what may. But when you are too idealistic, practical problems will be there. And the only solution I found was to educate myself.
Yes.
Even a clerical position, you need a basic undergraduation.
Yes. Yes.
So that 1.5 years of mathematics in college, it was left out. After 10 years with 2 kids there and not very satisfactory financial condition, and as I told you, I would never beg to go back to my house. Leave him and come back, we will give you a life, they said.
Yeah.
Later on they said, okay, leave the children and come back, we will take you back.
Oh.
But then also I was scared because I might get remarried,
Yes.
divorced, this and that, it would go out of my hands. So I stay put. I chose this life and I live it. And I die in such a life. And then I studied, and even now miracles never cease. I got the first rank in Kerala for my undergraduation, BA Language and Literature.
Wow.
And those days there was only one university in Kerala,
Okay.
Kerala University.
Oh.
So 1 lakh people wrote the exam or 1,000 people wrote the exam. All the papers will go to Kerala University, Trivandrum.
Okay.
So among all those people from all over Kerala, you get the state first.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Amazing.
Unbelievable.
I'm telling you,
Yeah.
sometimes fact is stranger than fiction.
Yes.
The facts about me, fiction we will think, and that's only fiction, somebody made up a story. So you tell you a story and they are really unbelievable what has happened. So what I'm saying is, when you go through fire, The heat of the sun is nothing for you.
Very true.
Heat of the sun is very, very strong, and you have what you call sunburns or even sunstroke, and you die.
Yes.
But when you have walked through fire, I am not saying unscathed, fully burnt,
Yes.
perhaps on the point of getting charred to ashes,
Yes.
still like a phoenix, if you are able to get up, I can tell you, my dear friends, I can tell you it is not your capability. It is coming just a manna from heaven, it flows down to you to rehabilitate you, to make you once again strong enough to face the next adversities of life. That capacity, to a certain extent, you can make. But unless that basic caliber for endurance is not there, you will crumble. Through spirituality and through a lot of sacrifices, knowing fully well that there is no going back or looking back, as you said before, but that onward path has to be there in front of you.
Yes.
What way, what form, we don't know. Every day is a Kurukshetra war for most of us.
Yes.
Though we don't show it. We
Correct.
put on some makeup and all and we go for our work. What
Correct.
is going inside you? What is the problem you are going to face once you reach back?
Yes.
There again, as we told you about the empowerment of women.
Yes.
Isn't it? You have been talking to me earlier about that.
Yes. So what you will give a message about women empowerment?
Yes. I would define women empowerment first. See, women empowerment, I am supposed to be a reasonably accepted speaker on the subject in Kerala. What is empowerment? Getting some kind of power to do something. Why should there be a woman empowerment and a man empowerment? Why should there be a Women's Day? I am a speaker in many places. First thing I ask these organizers, they will want to throw me out. Why we call this lady to talk on this day? Why should there be a Women's Day or can't there be a Man's Day? And then somebody said, yeah, they have started one.
Yeah.
Male chauvinism, female chauvinism. All these are the what you call the dichotomic statements of certain things.
Yes.
So Ale means in our language, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay, you can
Yes.
let it go on like that.
Yes.
But woman empowerment, it can be defined as a particular woman finding herself powerful enough to fight against odds, to attach herself to the basic realities, and also it need not always be a fight. If she has got a good destiny,
Yes.
she will not have to fight much.
Yes.
But let us go to the changing lives of women all through the centuries. It has not been a life of roses,
Yes.
isn't it?
Absolutely.
So a woman, oh, I can't do anything. Let my husband come. I don't have any money. What shall I do?
Dependent.
Dependence she herself creates to a certain point. There are some men who will buy something for her but won't give her money to buy the same thing.
Absolutely.
That male chauvinism is there, especially in the Indian circumstances, Indian scenario, that male chauvinism is there. But what I am saying is, I go and give a speech for this female thing and I support all the husbands who are harassed by the women. And they said, oh man, what is this, you spoke like that. So it is not a question of a man harassing a woman or a woman harassing a man, it is a question of some individuals are meant for harassing. Some individuals are meant to be donkeys and take it on them. And I hate one word, fully 110% feminine I am. I am proud of my femininity, but I hate the word feminism. Because feminism by its own way, how it came up, it came up in the 1940s, earlier, long time back, the black people in the United States. I am only telling you the tip of the iceberg. The history is very, very long and we don't have the time to discuss all that. So some women were really downtrodden.
Okay.
Downtrodden means treated like worms, kicked and abused, physically abused, sexually abused. They had no power to. Then some activists here and there, they came and said, look, this has to be stopped. There came a movement in the United States several years ago. That is feminism. There is no masculinism, you see, by
Yes.
feminism.
Yes.
And in a humorous way I ask, like in our country, in anywhere, any culture for that matter you take, a lady marrying a man, like say Susie marries Thomas, she becomes Susie Thomas. Why Thomas is not becoming Thomas Susie?
Yes.
So there,
Good question.
the girl Susie herself doesn't mind getting attached as a tail to her husband.
Yes.
But the husband very much minds, you come as a tail, not my head, I am the head.
Yes.
Every country other than India or whatever it is, this male chauvinism is there. But actually it is not a bad epidemic or anything. A clever woman can very well control it. Going back to feminism, feminism by itself is a true, absolutely necessary concept of those circumstances, those days. But unfortunately, the later women, they started making it a big movement, like supporters, even poets like Maya Angelou and all, great poets they are. She was a negress. But I don't understand why a lady, a poet, I am leaving that name for the sake of record, a poet getting famous by saying, I am a prostitute, I am that, I am this, that man has done this to me, this man has done that to me. Why do you have to put all that into poetry? Okay, you write it in a diary and keep it closed. There should be a margin between honesty and audacity. Some are audacious enough to get fame by saying we are feminists. They hold the flag for all these things. So feminism, that original wonderful concept, deteriorated and became a movement where these ladies from homes, they started going out and talking about all these things. That is not feminism, whereas as I told you, true feminism is wonderful, and from there starts the empowerment of woman. The empowerment of one woman has to be powerful, yes. She can found her own power. Stree, we say for a woman we call Stree. Stree Shakti.
Yes.
That
Nari
is
Shakti.
Nari Shakti.
Yes.
So each Nari should understand that she is the Shakti. Not only Goddess Parvati, I don't mean in that sense, you can take it in that sense also, because I am a great devotee of Shiva. I am a Shiva Bhakta. So you can consider yourself empowered from the day you are born. Be it a rich family or a poor family or whatever, you find your own power. Today, for this seminar I was going this morning, I met a very great police officer, retired Inspector General of Police, a lady from Karnataka, Mrs. Jija. So she was telling how I walked into the police force. You can, the woman can, she can create an aura around her. It's like a wall.
Yeah.
No one can rape me, but ma'am, what about gang rape? You know, come on, you talk like a silly child. Gang rape, who can do anything? It is not that. But otherwise, you can definitely, to 90% at least, so a drunken fellow who is overpowering you physically, no aura will work. But generally, when you live in life, you are empowered. You have to feel, somebody come and empower me. It won't happen. So women empowerment is something that has to come more from interior, the internal self, the SELF from each person, than from outside society. If each person consider herself that she is the Shakti, that she is the power, why does she want power from outside when she herself is the power? This awareness has to be given, rather than conducting all sorts of meetings and making big rallies and big hue and cry about it, so that those the organizers will get some fame. Their paper, the papers that they own or the papers that they cater to, their photos and all will come. But most of our women, even our educated women, they are really not empowered. Take our good old grandmothers of our, our own families. They were given a lot of power by the grandfather, by the patriarch, and within that power they operated, and they controlled the patriarch himself without his knowledge. So a clever woman can always make the husband feel, put an idea into him and make him feel that he is the one who has that idea. He was the one who had that idea. It was his decision. Actually, it is her decision. So this diplomatic moves, and to be a little low when necessary, to be an equal when necessary, and to be a little higher. Oh, come on, daddy, I told you that's not the way to do it. No man is all that iron-hearted. So woman empowerment, first of all. Lastly, I have to close the topic. No, so what I am saying is, woman has to empower herself by realizing that she is already empowered.
Yes.
She has
So
to
true,
realize
so true.
she is already empowered. Let her be lame, let her be dark, let her be, I don't know, whatever some disadvantage she is having, but she has a mind which is
Yes.
indomitable.
Yes.
Any height of torture it will take.
Yes.
Any lightning or thunder will not affect that sternness.
More than men, God has given power more to women.
Absolutely. No
That
man
is
will
why-
admit,
that is
no
why
man will
marriage-
admit it, and we are not saying it because we are two women. But man is, of course, he takes hold of the household.
Yes.
He is normally, the girl also is happy to say, oh, nothing with my
Yes,
husband.
yes.
But a crisis management. So take the childbearing itself for an example. We don't have to
Absolutely.
elaborate and go into all that
Yes,
much again.
Yes, that Shakti only.
Yes, it is
Woman has.
because she is the woman.
Yes.
Not only because her gynecology works that
Yeah.
way. She is bringing out another miniature human being with so much of pain.
Yes.
And who can do it?
And live example we have
Yes.
with us. Like
So you can be proud.
Yes, of course, because born with
You have got a collar, no, you can write.
Yes. Proud to be a woman. And
So anything else you are asking me something?
Yeah, I just want to ask you one more thing. Like, what is the criteria? Like, I'm deviating the like from
You have
now.
to know, time is short.
Yes, yeah. Okay, Dr. Saab, coming back again to Akshari now. What is the fee structure and what is the like management, like how you
So you
choose
mean
the
how I
students?
manage the economy?
Yes, exactly.
No problem. There also I am a little different. I don't know. Well, at the end of it, I would say that I am bragging a little too much on myself. Am I doing, exaggerating like I am that, I am this? I hope the viewers won't think of it that way because you keep on asking me these things.
No, but you are the CEO, so you will decide like how to take the student and what is the fee structure and.
Okay, I'll come
yeah.
to that. You see, normally an institute has an amount of fee fixed, but in actually there is no fee. I am extremely partial. I am not impartial. I am not impartial. I am partial. I take different kind of fees from different people. Take it or leave it. If you don't want to come and study in such a school, well, there are other schools for you. Because there are people who come and pay me in thousands, who visit me, the car or driver or somebody whoever waits, or the one of the parent is waiting in the car, 1 hour session, they pay me in thousands. There are children who cannot pay, but for them it is less. And I'll be happy to say that there are certain places when I have to do a little bit of hide and seek also. I had a lady who's selling lottery. She is what you call disabled. In hot sun, she used to put that cloth umbrella and sit on the roadside and sell lottery ticket.
Yeah.
And for everybody, that batch, all of you, 100 rupees each. That was the fees. As I told you, different batches I take different money.
Yeah.
Because in my mind, I have considered them as poor people. Right? But a guru and shishya, that relation,
Yes.
if you take something for free, knowledge you should not take for free, knowledge you should not give for free. There is no meaning.
Yes.
This is not taught by me, this is taught by the sages,
Yes.
the maharshis of our culture,
Yes.
isn't it? And so I charge different places, rates. One girl, she was the daughter of an auto rickshaw man with 6 children.
Okay.
And she was going to the college, that undergraduation, BCom, and she wanted to study both things. She couldn't utter a word in English. I said, okay, 100 rupees each. The girl will come and place 100 rupees, 7 of them will be there. Like, oh, you have made me rich, thank you, see you on Wednesday, like that they go up. After some time, this girl's people will come and I give back that 100 rupee note. Wednesday, the girl again comes and gives that 100 rupee note with me, and the note is given back without the girl's knowledge, because I don't want to hurt that child's ego. Like
Yeah.
everybody is paying fees and I am standing like this, I have no money. She
Yes.
also is happy, every day she's paying. So
Yes.
these, and another child, he said, I have no money. I have to, who said about money? You give me 1 rupee. 1 rupee fee,
Yeah.
never heard of it. Yes, but you hear it now.
Yes.
Put that 1 rupee here because it is a symbol. It's a symbol of that Guru Shishya relationship.
Absolutely.
With 1 rupee, every time he will give me 1 rupee and he will stay for 2 hours and study. So what I am saying is there should not be a tight yardstick for this.
Yes.
It has to be, if the education, if I am a giver of education, who is the giver of my education? My creator. So whatever I give is for that creator. And I need to live, I need to buy rice, I need to meet my ends, for that I do have money. So different criteria for this. This is my fee structure as you asked me.
That's wonderful. Like something.
But there are very rich packages also, very high, very heavy, because I know they are immensely rich and they will give
And they can
anything.
pay.
They can pay.
They can pay.
I look at the background.
Yes. So that's a wonderful thought that you have and it is like reflecting also.
Yes.
Because
Even in my school teaching life, they never used to be, they loved me. Because why? That I loved them, they understood.
yes.
That connection, if the child feels the teacher loves me, he will do
Yes.
anything for you.
So you are truly an inspiration. You are truly a live example of woman empowerment. You are empowering so many lives.
Yes, and I have to empower so many lives, touch so many lives, not in the same role.
Yes.
Maybe as a compartment, I am traveling in a train companion, and then bye bye, get your address and phone and all, bye. The train friendships, that end within 24 hours. But later on, some letter will come from some Hyderabad or someplace, and they say, ma'am, that day you told no in the train, I have taken that into I forgave my husband, and now we are happy.
Yes.
I don't even remember the face.
So you are working as a counselor also, like this is.
Yes, I have done, it's an interdisciplinary MPhil for me.
Okay.
This Master of Philosophy, it was, my psychology as well as English. But like that I do a lot of counseling, separation, on the point of separation people. I bring them together, and next year they come and show me the baby.
So
It's
nice.
so gratifying, it's more than
Yes.
getting lakhs and lakhs of it.
Yes.
And my doctoral thesis was a very heavy subject. That was a very famous, person all over the world, Dr. Shashi Tharoor.
Yes.
My subject was his works,
Okay.
and it was called faction, a fiction, fusion of fact and fiction.
Okay.
So I tried to find the fact in all his fiction, and I tried to fix the fictionality in all the facts that he wrote.
So
it was a tremendous
beautiful.
job. We call it portmanteau word in English literature. Portmanteau word means it is a combination, like you take the head of one word and you take the tail of one word.
And combine them.
Yes.
Okay.
Brunch. This morning I was saying one word, brunch.
Yeah.
Breakfast and lunch.
Yes.
Edutainment.
Yes.
Education and entertainment.
Infotainment.
Ah.
Yeah, like there are many
Infotainment.
words. Yeah.
Like that. That's a faction word. It's
Yeah,
it's a fusion of two words. So
Very
faction
nice.
in the works of Shashi Tharoor was my thesis, and that has also got a lot of appreciation from people, from Shashi himself. We are very
Okay.
thick friends,
Okay.
and we all keep to our places, but we have a lot of care for each other. And same way with my, I don't know, I will not say millions, that will be a big hyperbolic dimension if I use that word, but definitely thousands of people, they know me, they remember me. And I mean, actually, as what I am saying is, let me say that to the listeners, viewers also. See, it is not my sentence, though I have a lot of quotations from my books itself. It is not how long you live that matters, but it is how you live that matters.
Very true.
My son was an excellent human being. He's a super, not only because for every mother the son will be that good and all, his faults and all the mother will not see. This is not like that. For those 27 years of his life, he was such a good soul. So that 27 years is enough for me, like Markandeya of the scriptures, that when he was a perfect human being, say all the mild boys or teenagers or youngsters, flaws and what do you call the playful things and all, that will be there. But other than that, so it is not how long that somebody lives that matters. Because there is also saying, he lived till 30, but he was buried at 70.
Yes.
And there comes the difference between existing and living.
Yeah. Correct.
Till 30 he lived it up thoroughly. After that he only existed. So my dear viewers, what I want to tell you is, do not be a person who is only existing. Live your life properly to the dregs, because this life with this name, this identity and this much virtues, this much beauty around you, with all said and done, life is simply wonderful. And the greatest gift is that today, for me to talk, for Meenakshi to listen to me and bring me all into this talk, and for your, just today is the most important day. Then you have to thank your Maker that being alive is the greatest gift that God can give you, give all of us.
That's a wonderful message that you have given to all of us. And believe me, Dr. Saab, like if time constraint was not there, I would love to listen to you. Like I have no words to thank you for coming to BMC Pravasi Vision and sharing your deep knowledge and your experience as a woman of substance. Like really, hats off to you. You are truly an inspiration, truly a woman of substance truly an example of woman empowerment. That's like short and sweet I can tell about you.
I think you have been praising me too much, but I love
You
your
deserve that. You deserve that.
Your sincerity and your love and your conviction in what you say. That makes my day also.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Dr. Saab, for coming to our studio and sharing your expertise, your knowledge, your experience with all of us. And it means a lot. Means a lot. It is not just for the sake of saying I'm telling this. Really, it is like a wonderful experience to listen to you, to your experience. Like a child born with a golden spoon and underwent so many challenges, and now you are standing as a woman of substance, a strong woman who can empower other people.
Yes.
You can change so many lives. So thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Dear viewers, that was with us Professor Dr. Lalita Mathew, a live example of women empowerment, an intellectual, humble and down-to-earth person. With that, we come to an end of our today's special episode of Women Empowerment. But before that, I would like to thank our lovely viewers for giving their continuous love and support to all our programs. Thank you so much. Every woman's success should be an inspiration to another. We are strongest when we cheer each other on. On this wonderful note, I, Meenakshi Sharma, signing off for this evening. Take very good care of yourselves and your loved ones. See you soon. Until then, stay safe, stay healthy, stay happy. Good night.
The 16th branch of Megamart and Macromart supermarkets in Bahrain has opened in Sahala. The best offers are available to the customers at affordable rates. Everyone is welcome. During and around the opening day, a variety of fish including salmon, meat and dairy products, roastery, frozen items, food and non-food items, groceries, fruits and vegetables, electronics, garments and ready-to-eat food items are available to the customers at affordable rates. Hearty welcome to all. Megamart and Macromart, your favorite shopping destination.
NEC Remit. Send money online to India. Credit in seconds with great rates. Download NEC Remit app now.
The exclusive franchisee of Cochin Kala Bhavan in Bahrain. With over a decade of existence in Bahrain, exclusive online regular classes have started for classical dances, music vocal, instrumental music, cinematic dance, Kathak, Zumba body fitness, karate and yoga, drawing, arts and craft, children's theatre. For more information, please call 3909 6845 3909 4806 3885 2397 or visit www.bahrainmediacity.com. Since 2006, Magnum Imprint have been offering high standards of quality with our professional team that delivers all your advertising and promotional requirements efficiently and promptly. For more details, please contact 39887088 or 33856330 or 33 542530.